It's a beautiful sunny morning. Everyone is still sleeping in the caravan. I love just getting up early. Dew on the floor, on the ground. Bird song. I'm just enjoying that stillness before the busy day starts. But look at that sky. Not a cloud in sight. I'm just coming out to use the bathroom. So I'm walking over the little bridge. And up the steps to our bathroom door. I had to put the phone down to open the door. You need both hands to open the container, but it's had a bit of a tidy in here. So that was one of Noel's jobs the last couple of days, because it was a tip. I don't know if you remembered. But he's now cleared it, sorted it, and it's looking more manageable, that space. So he needs to know where everything is, like his mini workshop. And the toilet setup is a bit neater. Look, we've got the toilet roll there, the water there, the toilet, and the waste paper container. I'll stop filming now, and I'll see you on the outside. So when I'm all done, I take the bucket and go up the side here where I trimmed, and then behind that mound, so always in the same place, just so I know to avoid it in the deep bushes there. Just swing it over there, and the bit where everything's growing really well, and then come back and wash my hands. And I use the water that I wash my hands over the bucket. Here. I need both hands now. And then you see, I rinse my soapy hands into the bucket. So you see, we're ready for the next person. Then I just open the toilet. Where is it? There we go. Put the bucket back there. Oops, that was loud. And then there you have it. The toilet's ready for the next person to use. Oh no, I forgot to put the lid on. Wait a minute. There's a lid there. Just put that on. There we go. And so it's not really that bad at all. And I did give the toilet, a good wash with bathroom spray and just bleach it out so that it's not grim. And as I say, we wash our hands. We've got lots of water to wash our hands, so it's really not that bad, even though people think it must be pretty grim not having a toilet. It's funny because the other day I went to the vets. I'll just shut the door. I'll just leave it ajar like that so that the others might want to use it when they get up. And I went to the vets because I took Roy for his rabies jab. He needs to have his rabies jab because when we go home, we'll all be going home together. He won't be able to get back in the country if he hasn't had his jab, because it's due his next one. Anyway, so we went to the vets, and he was chatting to us afterwards, just asking us about where we were and what we were doing, and we were telling the story. and how we've got electricity now and everything, but we just still haven't quite got any a toilet. We haven't got sewage sorted as yet. And he said a funny thing. He said, he looked at me and said, I only know of 3 other women in the area who would do that. I thought, well, I'm not quite sure whether to take that as a compliment or as an insult. I don't really know if he means there's only 3 women I know would be unhygienic enough. or maybe he just means who'd be willing to put up with that. That's how I like to think of it. That it's just a kind of hardship, if you want to call it that, although it really isn't. As I've just shown you, it really isn't, not compared to some other things people have to put up with and challenges people face daily, but it's for the end, isn't it? It's just keeping that vision in view of why we're doing it. When you look at all this, just listen to the birds, all of this, it's worth it. It's going to be worth it, don't mind. Small price to pay. I'm just collecting some bilberries for breakfast. I didn't get round to strimming yesterday along here, but I will do. No, I'm going to go back that way. See, I just need a path where we can... Oh no, I forget where I'm going. There's a ditch there, so I need to go over here. See, this bit here is then like a big deep ditch, and it's all got like a little stream running through, so you need to be on this side of the ditch. Here I am. This is the little path. I'll just trim it a bit more to make it easier. But it got me thinking what the vet was saying, and I thought that I don't think I would have done all little butterflies and things everywhere. It's so lovely. I don't think I would have done this whole project with anybody else other than Noel. And I don't just mean that because he's the love of my life, which he is. I mean more because I trust him. Because I trust him to start what he finishes, to complete it. Not just because he's passionate about it and determined and has the resolve, but because he has the skills as well. So it could all just end. It could be really scary to start something that you can't finish because you don't have the resources, either the skills or the money, and to abandon something, and then that would be just too hard then to have to rebuild and walk away. It'd be too hard emotionally, but also financially. So it's only with Noel that I could do something like this. I'm here now at the bilberry bush. I'm just distracted because I'm talking. Look at all the dew. Can you see that? Can you see how it's glistening with the dew? Just lovely. So I'm going to have to put the camera down while I do my bilberry picking. There, look. Nice crop. Spider's web. Noel decided it might be a good idea to box in the underside of the flat roof on the porch. So he measured up, cut the wood to size, and started to complete the job. But as often happens, you make your plans and nature has other plans. He noticed that when he was working close to the door, the swallows were keeping a close eye on him. In fact, at times they were almost dive-bombing him, as though trying to deter him from his task. You can't see it here because, as always, you never quite catch what you want to on camera, but they were going crazy. On further investigation, it soon became clear why. Another nest full of eggs. When the first fledglings flew the nest, the parents decided to stay behind for a second brood. And it didn't end there.
Bees now as well.
A family of white-tailed bumblebees had moved in, and it seemed that the porch had become a menagerie of wildlife. At least someone liked it. For now, the porch project had to go on hold. And now for something completely different. Calling all Catholics, I need your help, because I've got an artefact here, something that we rescued from the old house. Beautiful statue of a holy lady, a saint, and first job is to identify who it is, who she is. So let me just hold it up. She's really dusty. We threw a lot of things away that just weren't felt salvable, that weren't worth keeping, but we did keep a few interesting items, and this is one of them. The other things are in the container, but this is carefully stored in the caravan because we don't want her to get more damaged. So she's beautiful, she's very dusty. Now, she's holding a cross and what looks like roses. In a moment I am going to use a wet wipe just to try and dust her down, and we might have another look at her then. But here she is at first glance. You can see that she's got a little bit weathered, so some of the colouring has come off. I quite like that. I think it gives it some character. So her head covering there's it's just been worn. You see the white beneath, the white plaster. It won't be very strong, got to be careful. I think it's wall mounted. It has been wall mounted, but we'll make sure it's very secure where we put it. And it is going to go in the green room. So I've mentioned the green room before, the snug, where we'll have lots of interesting things, and that's going to be her place. It's a throwback also to the old house. I mean, in the old house, it's the first room you walk into, so that's where she belongs. But she's covered in dust and cobwebs. Actually, there was a cobweb. My fingers are dirty just holding her now. You can see I'm getting all dusty, but she's got a cross, a crucifix rather, because Jesus is there. Yeah, a crucifix, and then these little flowers that look like roses. They look like red roses. So if that means anything to anybody watching, I thought it might be Bernadette at first. I wasn't sure if it was Bernadette. I think that the brown robe might mean she's a Carmelite nun. Is it the Poor Clares? Am I right? Tell me if I'm wrong. And so it's not Mary. I know it's not Mary, but I think it's possibly Bernadette, possibly Teresa. I don't know. You tell me. So let's see how she looks. If I can start cleaning her, I'm going to just rest her carefully on there, and we'll see if we can just get a bit more of that colouring out. So I'm just going to gently wipe. Oh, straight away, look, that's coming all off. Now, I don't know if that's not a good thing. That means it's not a good thing to... I don't really want to bring too much of the... We can see her rosy cheeks. Look, can you see that? Rosy cheeks. This is quite relaxing, actually. There she is. Very dirty. Let's try and move in there. Yeah, a lot of dirt and dust from over the years. This is just, yeah, a very gentle baby wipe, like a newborn baby wipe. It hasn't got stuff in it other than just a bit of wetness. Perhaps I should have dusted first. I think this is just all mud that's coming off rather than any of the, patina or anything. Gosh, yeah, look at that. See how that's coming up. Yeah. Revealing the true colours of the roses there. I think they're roses. Getting into all the little nooks and crannies. Oh. I need a little, what do they call them? Cotton wool bud. Cotton wool bud. They're in those little corners there. Yeah. It looks as if it's a little bit more like a black head covering. Let's move it down a little bit and go and get a new wet wipe. This is like a proper repair shop this week, isn't it? When I made the silly spoof video, it's quite satisfying actually. Such a lot of dust. See that? Oh, I need to be just careful here. It is just dust. I'm not bringing any of the paint off. There you go. Look. Yeah. That said, I don't want to put too much abrasive cleaning action on the surface because some of it is the colour and I think that it's not been sealed, so just trying to get look how it reveals the colour. Isn't it lovely? It's beautiful. Just gently moving around. Let's just look at her feet on here. Here she is. is now. Isn't she lovely? She doesn't feel as dusty as before. But I am going to keep her stored safely away until we're ready for her, till we found a special space. And if I did just show you again the back, she's not a statue, she can't stand. She would fall and she would probably break. So it's flat at the back, it's meant to be wall mounted. I'm not sure how secure those are. We'll do it, we'll make sure that she's in a safe place. But for now she's going to stay lying down because that's where she's safest. So let me know who she is. I've been calling her Bernadette, but I think I might be wrong. And I'm sure that some of you will be able to correct me. So let me know in the comments.